Hi guys, welcome to Scrap Brat. I'm Cindy, and we are going to be participating in the Scraptember 2025, and I'm going to be working on this folio that we made the other day, and I've just been adding a few things to it, all using scraps, some scrap acetate, some of the scrap negatives of the metal that we used, and I'm going to show you what you can do with the scrap of the metal tape. And we are going to just add a couple of things to this little folio. And one of them, I took some scrap coffee dyed paper that I had. They were just half sheets. And I just took some of the paper that we collaged with, and I folded it in half, glued it to a piece of paper, and then I put glue on this side and I put the next piece of paper on. And right now we have one piece on either side, and we're just going to add it in here. And I guess we're going to put it here. We're going to put it there. Yeah, I think so. I think we're going to put it over here. And then we're going to get to work on a little frame pocket with our scraps, and also I'm going to make some book corners for this little guy. So it's going to be all scrappy bits, grungy, and yeah, we're just going to have a little play with it and see how it turns out. Use some of the ephemera that we've been making, and yeah, why not? So finish him up. Might as well get some use out of the little guy that we worked so hard on. And we're just going to put some glue down, and I will try not to have to edit this. Hopefully I can get it done in a reasonable amount of time, and I won't have to chop it all up, because I hate doing that. Or I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. That's ugly. I do not like to edit out things, but I know that when videos are longer, it's not really fun to sit and watch somebody put glue down. so I try not to make y'all watch it. Okay, so we are going to, I'm hoping I can get this done this way. We're going to probably do it a little bit of half and half, I guess. And I think that's what we're going to do. Hopefully that doesn't rip. I'm just going to try and put that guy down this way and see what happens. If it rips, guess what? It's scrappy, and we will figure it out, and we will just patch him back in. It's going to be okay because it's only paper. And we're just having a little play with our scraps and just trying to make something out of this little junk mail folio and some book page that we made. So we're just going to try and see if this works. And if not, we'll figure it out, right? Right. Okay, so we're going to put it down like this, I guess, because he's just being pilly. Okay. And it's kind of coming to the close of the Scraptember 2025. We're getting close to the end of the month, guys. And as promised, I will have my ultimate scrap buster here in just a few days. And we will get the rest of our scraps taken care of and do something really cool. Hopefully, if all goes well. Okay, right here I made a belly band out of some of the negatives and a piece of acetate. It's just a little belly band. And here I made a little pocket, just a little pocket out of some of the negatives and a piece of the acetate. And we still have this little pocket here, and that has the belly band on it. So I don't think I'm going to put anything over there, or maybe I'll put this there. Not sure yet. Not sure. For right now, we are going to work on the scrappy bits with uh, the leftover tape and some of the ones that we just didn't die cut out of. So I have all of these pieces when I was making these that I had torn off and stuck over here. So we're going to put these little guys up here. And we are going to make just a little scrappy frame pocket. That's what we're going to do. And I just took 4 little pieces and just made kind of a little wonky little frame. I should check to make sure this is actually going to fit on one of our pages. And if so, then I will give you the sizes. I'm going to put that in my box over there. See if this will fit. Whoops, come on. And, ooh, that's kind of cutting it kind of close. How about, it'll fit there. I think we'll use it on the front. I think we'll use it on the front. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get out my little non-stick mat and we're going to use it. It's got glue all over it, but it's all right. It's okay. Okay. Let me show you real quick how to cut out the book corners, how I did the book corners here, because I may want to use some of this. I just took where it was a corner. I didn't really care what it looked like. Just cutting out a corner, basically. And here we have this stuff that I'm going to cut off once we get the corner cut out. And then that leaves me, the rest of this to mess around with. But we're going to cut this off and even it up a little bit. I don't know if you can hear my dog squeaking her toy in the other room. So sorry. So sorry. Our puppies like to have fun too. Okay. So now we have those for some book corners if we need them. That is another pocket. And then this is what we have for the scraps. And we're just going to kind of decoupage this and see what we come up with. Not really planning on anything in particular. I'm going to take this one and just kind of cut some funky pieces. We're just going to cut some pieces. No plan. Just going to kind of see what we come up with. That's too thick for there, but it'll fit there. We'll put that one there. And we have these 2 pieces that are a little bit thinner. Sorry, I have injured my index finger. And it's been a real challenge to do anything. Okay. We're going to put that one in the middle there. And let's see if we have another straight-ish one back here. It's probably too thick, but we're going to cut just a little bit of it off. And maybe use that one over here instead of that one. And maybe I'll cut this one a little bit thinner and we'll use him up top. Okay. Okay. And I think what we're going to do is just kind of start, they're still sticky-ish. I'm just going to kind of glue these down. Whoopsie. Glue them down here and there. Come on. Yeah, actually, that's what I should have done beforehand. I'm going to take that one and put it there. And we're going to take this one and put him up there. But I'm not going to glue that bottom down. Just bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Thinking on the fly. Put that up in there. And then we're going to glue that one down on top of it. We're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to glue it like that. And we're going to glue that one like that. Or maybe we'll do it the opposite. We'll do this one up top and that one down at the bottom. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. And if this turns out awful, we don't have to use it, but I have faith that it could be something kind of cool and scrappy and just something a little different. So we're just going to stick this guy up there. I'm just going to tuck him up underneath right there. And then we're going to take this one and stick it right there. And when we put our shoe polish on top of this, all of the cardstock that shows through will just turn black. So I'm not too concerned about it. But I think I'm going to cut this one in half. I'm going to stick this one over here. We're going to stick the other one on the other side. So we're just trying to kind of sort of cover the base, but not really. You know, we're just kind of having a little play with our scrappy bits. Okay, now let's see. Hopefully this is not glaring too bad on you guys. And I'm just going to tear and press it down. And try not to get yourself on it, because this stuff can be kind of sharp. And we're just going to take that piece and we're just going to wrap them around. If I can get it up, there we go. And take that, just kind of wrap it around and tuck it down. Same with that one. And this one. Down here, we're just going to take that guy and stick him there. And you could take and put circles and have the little faux rivets on here. You could take and do the lines in it. You can just kind of, if you don't have any negatives to work with, you could just build up the scraps that you have of the tape. This is a piece that was left over off of half a roll that I had rolled around the other one. And the rest of it, see, it's taped. So this is what we had left over. So I'm considering this to be a scrap. So we're just going to kind of fill in the pieces here and there. Come on. And we're going to use that acetate that we talked about making a pocket out of the other day. We're going to use some of it, and we're going to make a pocket. And I'm just going to kind of pop that there. Pop this little guy there. No rhyme or reason, just taking it and putting it down. Letting it kind of get wrinkled and letting it add texture. Just letting it do its thing. And I'm going to pull that piece off. Just put it there, here, and there. Trying to see where else we're lacking coverage. But like I said, if any of the cardboard does show through, it's gonna just turn black when we go to distress it. So I'm not really that concerned about it. Being serenaded from the other room. Okay, there we go. I believe we have pretty good coverage. I'm just going to take a paper towel and hope that it's thick enough to where I can varnish this down a little bit without cutting myself. Because this stuff is, or it can be sharp. Not always, but it can be very sharp. And I am so sorry if I'm shaking y'all. Just kind of pushing it down a little bit. And I'm not really concerned about how sticky it is on the back. Back up on our scraps, and we are going to take and put our shoe polish on him. There we go. And knock this shine down some. And the longer you let it kind of sit, the darker it'll be. So we're just gonna kind of let them sit for just a minute, and then we're just gonna kind of come in and so I don't want to wipe it all off right away. I want to kind of let it sit and take a little bit more off. Because I want it to look very scrappy. And while we're letting the rest of that sit, I think we're going to go ahead and glue our acetate down. Or we could use double-sided tape. I think I need to take just a hair of this off. That looks pretty good. And I'm not going to use double-sided tape because I don't really like double-sided tape on pockets because it always grabs whatever you're trying to put in. So We're gonna take this guy. We're just gonna, oh, come on now. There we go. Gonna kind of go around our frame. And I think we're gonna do him on the front. And because I'm gonna do him on the front, I'm going to glue the very ends of it so it doesn't catch. So this is going to be our top up here, which is fine by me. I'm just going to kind of come in and just rub them a little bit. There we go. How about we put that on the front? Yeah, I think so. I think so. So we're going to come down and I'm going to put something heavy on it. So the acetate and the glue and everything stick to the front. Otherwise I'll be here holding it all night. I'm going to go ahead and open them up like this. I'm just going to put that down, and during the meantime, that's drying, we will, I believe, work on a closure. I think, I can't decide if I want to do this or if I want to do one of the, there's one, there's a couple of them in there. Okay. Some of these guys, I kind of like these guys. Yeah, maybe we'll do one of those. See how we're doing. Yep, we're good. Well, I can't really do that because that's too much. If I would have put it underneath it, yeah, maybe. But I'm kind of not feeling that anymore. Maybe we'll just tie twine. Not sure. Not sure. Not sure. No, not feeling that either. Okay. As I always say, I'm not going to make you guys watch me completely get decision fatigue and not be able to make my mind up about what we're going to do. So, I think we are just going to put this guy down and we're going to make this into a tag. I think is what we're going to do. And then maybe we'll come back in another video after I take a look at it and try and figure out a closure for it. But I'm thinking, honestly, I'm thinking a piece of scrappy twine would be really the way to go with it. Because it is so scrappy. Maybe hang some charms from it that we made. Yeah. I don't know, though. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll take a look and see what all we've made. And then maybe we'll come back in another video and make something with it. I think we're just going to make that into a tag to go in there. It's still not stuck all the way. We still need to put our book corners on. Okay, I think I'm going to go some bigger ones is there, and a smaller one here, because it's kind of got this down here going for it. Do I even want one there? Just do one here. I think that's what I'll do. I think that's what I will do. Glue these guys down. And then I'm going to have to think on it. I don't have much longer though, do I, guys? September's almost over. Let's get to the end. So I guess we shall see if I can come up with a couple more ideas on how to decorate this little scrappy folio. I guess wish me luck. And maybe we can come up with just a few more ideas. I'm wondering if I took that little corner right there and put him there. That one's kind of wonky. Let's just pop that off of there and put him there. Why not? It's not a perfect little triangle, but that's totally okay by me. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Yeah. I kind of like the scrappy tattiness of it, and yeah, kind of using what we have and not wasting anything. It's kind of fun, kind of freeing to just be forced to use what you have. Yeah, so kind of digging it. We'll have to figure out something to decorate that little guy, and something to go in here, and maybe we'll do that in the next video. So just want to tell you guys how much I appreciate you, and make sure you check out below and see what's going on over in the community page for the giveaway. And just want to say thank you very much to Margreth and Toni for putting on this collaboration for us. It's an open collaboration, and anybody can join in and use your scraps and scrap along. So just want to say thanks, guys, and go out and spread some joy today and love one another. And thank you very much. Until next time, much love, guys. Thanks. Bye.